Today we'll start a data collection. In the previous class, we had completed how sample collection is done and how essentially sampling bias is done. Today we'll look at how data collection is done. Essentially, now what is data? Data is observable and measurable facts, okay, that you can get from different people. um, so essentially what you are doing is, for example, when you are looking at physical growth, let us suppose you are performing an experiment on physical growth of children, of infants, under your study. The data required for to measure physical growth would be body weight, yeah, height, chest size, head circumferences. Okay, all of that will include data. Okay, in other words, using data and information, uh, indicators are able you are able to indicate you are able to develop indicators. Okay, indicators of indicators of how your results are going to be. Essentially, through collecting data itself, you will be able to find out what your result is going to be while collecting data itself, especially after collecting data from hundreds of individuals. Okay, and what will happen is, the aim of gathering or summarizing data is to transform it into meaningful information. Once you have collected data, you are trying to transform it into meaningful information in order to identify and measure variables. Okay, you can measure variables, you can describe behavior of certain samples as your subjects. Essentially, you can compute empirical evidences, you can prove theories. Okay, and you can make sure that your data is, or the whatever you are trying to prove, that is reliable, it is valid, and it is objective. Yeah, that is the aim of performing data collection. Now, how to determine what data to be collected? That is a very big question. What data will be relevant to my study? For example, let us suppose the study, you are studying the quality of perinatal care services. Okay, you are studying quality of perinatal care services. Okay, perinatal care services in rural area. Let us suppose you go to a village, and there you are trying to see what is the quality of perinatal care services. uh, the first step, obviously, is to define what is perinatal care. Okay, and its different components. Now, perinatal period will have antenatal care, it will have natal care, as well as postnatal periods. Okay, I'm not going to detail what are all these phases, but perinatal will essentially have antenatal care, it will have natal periods, and it will also have postnatal period. Now, if we specifically look at antenatal period, let us suppose you are in your study, you are first of all looking at antenatal care. ठीक है, to these mothers in the rural area, wherever you are going. Let us suppose you are going to a village and वहां पर जाके आप check कर रहे, तो what is the type of antenatal care that you are getting? By definition, antenatal care में it will include detection, early detection of pregnancy, TT immunization, tetanus toxoid immunization, identification of high risk mothers. If any of these mothers have any genetic problems or any other comorbidities, let's suppose they have some disease, diabetes है, HIV है, या कोई और problem है, hypertension है, any problem, that they have autoimmune disorders that may have, so they will all be high risk mothers. uh, Regularly performing antenatal checkups and supply of supplementals, these are all included under antenatal care. Okay, so data collection with this regard should aim at identification of observable and measurable facts. Okay, facts or variables that will relate to indicators. Okay, you are trying to collect as much data as possible that is specific to this information, in the sense that antenatal care कैसा दिया जा रहा एक मदर को ये रूरल एरिया में. देन आफ्टर एंटीनेटल केयर, यू हैव ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड एंटीनेटल केयर में क्या क्या आएगा. एंटीनेटल केयर में डिफाइन करने के बाद, you are, let's suppose you are the main researcher, and you are giving it to your subordinates. ठीक है, people who are working for you or with you, आप उनको दे दे रहे, because one person cannot collect all the data. Let us suppose you are going to 4 5 different villages, and you are sending 2 2 3 3 people in each of these villages to collect data. First of all, you have to explain everything to your subordinates itself. देखो, you have you have to specifically define antenatal, natal and postnatal care. And antenatal care में ये रहना पड़ता, TT injection रहना, early detection of pregnancy रहना, identification of high risk mothers, checkups, regular checkups and supply of supplementals, all of these should be present. After establishing this base data, you are trying to collect data from the mothers itself. Okay, this is what you are looking for. And in your data, essentially when you talk to the mothers and you go to that rural place, you are trying to see if the data that you collect from those mothers, are they able to get the all of these services or not. Okay, the questions that need to be answered when you are collecting data: first of all, what are the indicators? There are 5 W's of data collection which are very very important. Okay, so what data is to be collected whenever you are performing a study? These 5 will be essential. What data are to be collected? Okay, then from whom will the data be collected? Who will collect the data? Then from where is the data being collected? And finally, when is the data being collected? Before you start your study itself, let us suppose you have a thought ki, अच्छा मैं rural areas में जाके I will check the antenatal care of mothers, new mothers or any mother who is present in these rural areas. Before you write down the guidelines for your data collection, before you explain it to others, you have to define these 5 W's. ठीक है, what, whom, who, where and when. Very very important. आप किससे डेटा कलेक्ट करेंगे, क्या डेटा कलेक्ट करेंगे, what kind of data are you going to collect, किससे डेटा कलेक्ट करेंगे, कौन डेटा कलेक्ट करेंगे, who will be collecting the data, who are your subordinates, who will be collecting the data, what are the qualifications, आप कहाँ से डेटा कलेक्ट करेंगे, essentially where in the sense विच सेटिंग, रूरल सेटिंग, अर्बन सेटिंग, कौन सा सेटिंग में जाके आप डेटा कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं एंड कब कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, कब कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं essentially it does not mean date and time, even though that is important. It essentially means, for example, in pregnant mothers आप clearly define कर रहे हैं antenatal, perinatal and postnatal periods, आप कौन से पीरियड में कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं डेटा, वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. मे बी यू आर ऑल्सो कलेक्टिंग डेटा, यू नो, पोस्ट पाचुरेशन डेटा जैसा कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं या प्री पाचुरेशन डेटा जैसा कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं, अलग अलग वे में डिफाइन कर रहे हैं. मे बी पोस्ट पाचुरेशन यू आर डूइंग फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ बर्थ, देन सेकंड ईयर ऑफ बर्थ, what is the care that is being provided by the government or things like that. All of that will be important for your data collection. ठीक है, now after this, the second question that you will be asking yourself will be about data sources. What are the sources of my data? Now, essentially, data sources, any quality research study requires reliable and valid data. Okay. Now, whenever you are collecting data, obviously you have to be very diligent while collecting the data. As a researcher, data is given a lot of importance. If you are not able to collect correct data, or if you are not able to collect valid data to your research, your results will not be proper. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अब मैं यही प्रीवियस एग्जाम्पल में हियर आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट एंटीनेटल केयर, राइट. अब एंटीनेटल केयर के रिस्पेक्ट से मेरे को डेटा कलेक्ट करना है. लेट अस सपोज समवन इज गोइंग, वन ऑफ माय वर्कर्स इज गोइंग एंड टॉकिंग टू, instead of talking to the pregnant mother itself, they are just talking to Anganwadi workers. Even though they will get some information, it will not exactly be as good as talking to the pregnant mothers. So कहाँ से डेटा कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं और कैसा डेटा कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है. ठीक है, तो डेटा सोर्स प्लेस अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल एंड you can summarize or you can categorize this sources of data into two main categories. You have primary and secondary sources of data collection. ठीक है, डेटा कलेक्शन itself will depend on several factors. आप कैसा कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं, sources of data collection will depend on type of research study you are doing, the phenomenon that you are studying, purpose of the study, so on and so forth. But broadly you can classify data sources into two categories. One is primary sources, Second is secondary sources. Primary sources में, so you have two different data sources. There is primary and secondary. Primary sources are more direct, ठीक है, in the sense यहाँ पर you are collecting data by your research units. They are individuals. You're talking to people uh, essentially through interviews, questioning. Maybe you are observing these people. You are checking their biochemical data. You are checking their psychosocial data. बहुत ज़्यादा close interaction है compared to secondary sources. यहाँ पर आप directly samples से interact कर रहे हैं and you are collecting data. That is primary source. Secondary source will further be divided into internal and external sources. This is more of a far away approach, ठीक है, indirect approach ज़्यादा है ये. You have इसमें internal and external. Now remember, primary sources maybe we were directly talking to the this thing, right? We were talking directly to the people who are involved in the study. Secondary sources में, especially let's suppose external sources की पहले बात करें. External sources में you have published records, essentially public documents, journals, magazines, government reports, statistical abstracts, commission reports, mass communication में जो आता, news में जो आ रहा, या फिर even unpublished data sometimes, unpublished thesis, maybe some researcher might have done some research on it. You got to know about that researcher, they did not publish it, but you know that this particular some other researcher did research about this type of topic. तो आप उनकी thesis पढ़ रहे, ठीक है. Maybe you are studying unpublished dissertations, official or patent records, ठीक है, patient records पढ़ रहे आप. All of this will come under external sources. Internal sources will be biographies, diaries, letters, memoirs. So all of this is data that is not coming from individuals directly, in the sense आप किसी से बात नहीं कर रहे हैं and active data collect नहीं कर रहे. प्राइमरी में आप एक्टिव डेटा कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं. यू आर एक्चुअली गोइंग एंड टॉकिंग टू, फॉर एग्जांपल एंटीनेटल कह रहे हैं, आप जाके डायरेक्टली जो प्रेग्नेंट मदर है उनसे बात कर रहे हैं या उनके फैमिली मेंबर्स से बात कर रहे हैं, उनको इधर इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं, उनका क्वेश्चनर दे रहे हैं उनको, और यू आर ऑब्जर्विंग देयर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, यू आर चेकिंग देयर बायोकेमिकल डेटा, उनके सैंपल्स कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं, एंड यू आर सीइंग देयर ब्लड पिक्चर एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. ऑल ऑफ दैट, साइकोसोशल कैसा है उनका, जनरल साइकोलॉजी कैसी है, ऑल ऑफ दैट. सेकेंडरी में आप क्या कर रहे हैं, यू आर कलेक्टिंग डेटा दैट इज ऑलरेडी बीन पब्लिश्ड, मीनिंग published or unpublished, whatever it is, ठीक है. Other people who might have researched about it, आप उनसे data collect कर रहे हैं, that is secondary sources, ठीक है. Now coming to methods and tools of data collection. Now यहाँ पर तीन चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है this thing define करना. First of all, methods of data collection. See, methods of data collections are various strategies and steps that you are using as a researcher to gather and analyze data. ठीक है. This is done specifically by the research investigator, by the main researcher. Let us suppose you are the main researcher and you are selecting certain methods, you are selecting certain steps and strategies through which you are going to collect data. Then you will be employing certain techniques that will come under technique of data collection. अब क्या means, what are the means of gathering data for you, what are the specific tools that you are using, ठीक है. This will also include instruments or tools for data collection. So maybe instruments and tools, like maybe you are using certain scales. So I don't mean the scale through which you draw lines. Scales का मतलब यहाँ पर कैसा रहता, you haven't done any experiment, no? क्वेश्चनर जैसे रहते स्केल्स. आप क्या करते, फॉर एग्जाम्पल डिप्रेशन का स्केल है, ठीक है. सो दे आर सेवरल स्केल्स फॉर डिप्रेशन. लेट्स सपोज you pick one of those international scales of depression, and what you do is you administer it to a patient who you think has depression, or you go to a patient who is showing signs of depression, or even if they are not showing signs of depression, let us suppose you are doing a study wherein you are checking how many patients of COVID have depression or develop depression. तो आप क्या कर रहे हैं, कोविड वार्ड में जा रहे हैं, या एनी डिजीज, नॉट जस्ट कोविड, एनी अदर कोविड might be a little problematic. Let us suppose you go to patients of diabetes mellitus, and you go to a ward that has a lot of diabetes patients, or you simply walk into a hospital which will have a lot of diabetes patients, and वहां पर आप जाके एक एक patient को administer कर रही है scale, meaning you are asking the questions that are present in that scale to the patient. You can ask it as an interview per se, or you can give the scale. Sometimes if they are able enough, you can give the scale to the patient and let them answer it themselves. थोड़े questions रहते हैं उसपे, they will answer it and they will give you the result. That is how you are collecting data. ठीक है, that will be an instrument or a tool of collecting data. There can be various tools of collecting data. आप let's suppose biochemical data collect कर रहे हैं, तो जो reports आएंगे आपको, blood picture है, x-rays है, all of that, that is also a way of or tool of collecting data. Okay, you are seeing their biochemical reports, you are seeing their diagnostic reports, and from that you are what do you call this, collecting data. So that is another tool or instrument of collecting data. That will also be a part of technique of data collection. आप कैसे collect कर रहे हैं data. ठीक है. Now coming to the broader category, types of methods and tools of collecting data में, draw a small table here. We'll go into each of these in a little more depth later on during the chapter itself, but this is a general overview. So types of types of method or technique, whatever you call it. Then tools of data collection. First of all, one of the most common and most highly used method, interview. अब इंटरव्यू में टूल्स ऑफ डेटा कलेक्शन क्या आता, इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल एंड ओपिनियनर. ठीक है, यू आर आस्किंग फॉर पीपल्स ओपिनियन. तो ये दो डेटा कलेक्शन के टूल्स में आएंगे. सिमिलरली लेट अस सपोज आप क्वेश्चनिंग करा रहे, सेकंड एक इंटरव्यू है ना, सपोज इट इज क्वेश्चनिंग. क्वेश्चनिंग में दिस इज सेल्फ रिपोर्ट. ठीक है, meaning you are writing a few questions on a piece of paper, you are making a scale and you are giving it to the patient. The patient is answering those questions themselves. ठीक है, तो इसमें आता क्वेश्चनर. आप एक क्वेश्चनर प्रिपेयर करके उनको दे रहे, या ओपिनियनर बना रहे. ओपिनियनर, या फिर आप एटीट्यूड स्किल्स बना रहे. Attitude skills as in attitude या composite skills. We'll go into a lot more detail later on. What are attitude skills, what are questionnaires, what are opinionaires. So composite skills भी बोलते हैं. आप एक सिनारियो पेंट करते हैं पेशेंट को, and you will ask what is their attitude towards that scenario about whatever it is. अब जो भी whatever type of data you are collecting, based on that you will make up a scenario and you will try to find out people's individual attitude towards that scenario. ठीक है, you can also make a visual analog scale. ठीक है, ऐसे बहुत सारे रहते हैं. सो अगेन यू विल हैव इंटरव्यू एंड क्वेश्चनिंग जैसा ऑब्जर्वेशन रहता. ऑब्जर्वेशन में यू आर लिटरली द टूल्स विल बी रेटिंग स्केल्स या चेकलिस्ट या एनेक्टोड्स, वीडियो टेप्स देख रहे हैं आप, या फिर यू आर यूजिंग क्लोज सर्किट टीवी. ऑल ऑफ दीज विल बी टूल्स ऑफ डेटा कलेक्शन. और बायोफिजिकल मेथड यूज कर रहे हैं आप. बायोफिजिकल मेथड्स में इन वाइवो और इन विट्रो बायोफिजिकल मेजरमेंट्स है, इन द सेंस आप एक लैबोरेटरी में मेजर कर रहे हैं, या you are actually going into a hospital and checking live patients. ठीक है, there can be other methods as well. For example, projective technique है या Q sorts है. Q sorts में क्या क्या कर रहे हैं, आप एक सिस्टमैटिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन करते ऑन पार्टिसिपेंट्स टू फाइंड आउट देयर व्यू पॉइंट्स. आप एक सर्टन सिनारियो पेंट कर देते पेशेंट को, एंड ये सिनारियो के बेस पे you will try to get the patient's attitude, not exactly attitude, you will try to assess the patient's opinion about that particular uh, viewpoint. What is their viewpoint? For example, um, Acha. Let us suppose in COVID-19 right now, several people are not maintaining social distancing, and they are not what do you call not wearing proper mask, or they are not wearing mask properly outside, and they are not being vigilant enough. Let us suppose I pose that question to you. What is your opinion, or what is your take on that? आपका क्या viewpoint है on that? Is it helpful? Is it not helpful? Does it matter? Does it not matter? वो पूरा क्यों शॉर्ट में आता? Then vignettes में क्या रहता है? You are making a short story, you are making a hypothetical person, and yeah, about a hypothetical person you are making a small story, and you're presenting it to a participant. Okay, you are making up a scenario and telling it to the person, and you are trying to find information from that person about that scenario. So these are all different tools of data collection, and methods of data collection. Mainly 5 methods of data collection रहते हैं. इंटरव्यू कर सकते हैं, क्वेश्चनिंग कर सकते हैं, ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं पेशेंट को, या फिर बायोफिजिकल डेटा कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं, एंड दे आर अदर मेथड्स लाइक क्यू शॉर्ट्स एंड विनियट्स. ठीक है. नाउ selection of this method. Now there are several methods of data collection. There are n number of data collection methods. How are you going to select a specific method is very important. There are several factors that are, how should I put it, influencing um, how you can select a method for data collection, because it will depend on several factors. Okay? Selection of methods of data collection. Because there are so many methods through which you can collect data, you have to find out what method will be appropriate for your study, whatever study you do. So for example, first of all, the nature of phenomenon under study. Okay. Some phenomena can only be studied appropriately by observation. For example, अब clinical practice है, especially nursing procedures है. ठीक है. वैसे चीज़ों को अगर आप पढ़ रहे, let us suppose you are trying to study how well new trainees are administering intramuscular or intrathecal injection to patients. वैसे चीज़ आप खाली ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं. So the data collection tool will only be observation there. You cannot question that nurse. You cannot go and question the nurse telling how was that injection given, or you cannot go and ask the patient how was that injection given, because more often than not that patient will be anesthetized before giving that injection, especially अगर intrathecal दे रहे, या ऐसा दे रहे कुछ भी deep injections दे रहे, तो they will be uh, what do you call anesthetized, so you cannot exactly collect proper data from them. So you can only observe in that scenario. So first of all, nature of nature of phenomenon under study. Depending on the type of phenomenon that you are studying, the method of data collection will vary. In certain methods, you will have to actively participate. You will have to ask the sample questions, essentially the subject questions. Okay? In certain scenarios, you can only observe. Okay? So depending on what you are studying, that method of data collection will change. Then type of research subjects. Now, type of research subjects में क्या था? Data collection from physically or psychologically disabled subjects. These can be either done by interviews or through observation. दोनों भी use कर सकते हैं, ठीक है? But questionnaires might not be feasible in this scenario. ठीक है? The patient might not have enough patience to answer all of your questions, or they might not have enough patience to write down, or a questionnaire as in physically write down all the answers to your questions. ठीक है? If data is to be collected from institutions, on the other hand, let us suppose you are going up to a new college and you are trying to find out the quality of education of students in a particular institute, yeah, whatever you are trying to gather data from institutions. In that scenario, questionnaires and interviews might not be as well, but observation will be more relevant in that, because questionnaires will skew data. अगर आप questionnaire दे रहे कोई institution को about how well their quality of education is, there is a good chance that all of them will answer the quality of education is good, or all of them will answer. There is a very good chance that the data will be skewed. Okay? A certain group of people who want to paint the college in a good picture will tell that the college is doing well. Certain group that want to tell that the college is not well, even if it is performing well, they will not paint the picture well in questionnaire, they will answer it wrong. तो आप ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हो वो सिनारियो में, ऑब्जर्वेशन ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है। तो टाइप ऑफ रिसर्च सब्जेक्ट भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, कौन से रिसर्च सब्जेक्ट को कौन सा डेटा कलेक्शन मेथड यूज कर सकते हैं विच इज मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट टू देम, विच इज नॉट हर्टिंग देम इन एनी वे, एंड दे आर नॉट फीलिंग लाइक दे आर बीइंग एक्सपेरिमेंटेड ऑन, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। एंड टाइप ऑफ रिसर्च स्टडी, ठीक है, आप फोकस्ड ग्रुप इंटरव्यू कर रहे हैं इन स्पेशली इन क्वालिटेटिव रिसर्च वेर the number of participants do not matter but the quality of data is very important, in that in depth information is required. यहाँ पर focused groups interview करना पड़ता, या unstructured participatory interview करना पड़ता. I will explain what are focus groups interviews and this later on, but essentially स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ इंटरव्यू करना पड़ता अगर आप क्वालिटेटिव डेटा कलेक्ट करना चाह रहे, ठीक है. Certain methods of collection will not work in this. Then purpose of research study, what is the purpose of you collecting that data, ठीक है. There are the size of the sample, distribution of target population, time frame of the study, literacy of the subject, how well literate they are, how long can you perform the study. Based on that also data collection method will change. Agar if you have a long time you can go into detailed data collection, if you don't have a lot of time you have to use shorter methods of data collection, faster methods of data collection, ठीक है. Availability of resources and manpower, researchers knowledge level, all of these will play a big role on how you are going to select that data collection method, okay. Now next topic will be interview. We'll do one thing, we'll start interview tomorrow, okay. We'll go into now into depth the different tools of data collection. We have interview, questioning, observation, biophysical methods and other methods, right? Tomorrow we'll start off with interview, types of interview, what will be the characteristics of interview, what are the different types of interview in detail, what are their individual merits and demerits, and how you are going to prepare the subject for interview, okay. The interviewing process altogether.